soundboard time. So first thing you gotta do is you go over to the little screen and you have to turn it on. And then while that's doing that, we can turn on the board. So what you do is you kind of find like the Yamaha symbol, and you go behind the board, and you really just kind of feel around until you find a giant switch. And then you flick it, and it turns on. Now wait for it. Okay, so once everything is all turned on with the screen, that's all you have to do. So you just have to turn it on, then you can set it aside. Don't need it anymore. So with the board, all these lovely colors, you got this lamp, the screen. You can change the brightness of them down here, and then also in the settings, which we'll get into later. So for now, this is the board. First thing is this bottom right corner is the scene selection. So this saves literally all different shows or different things, whatever you're using it for. So you use the touch and turn knob over here to choose what scene, and then you press recall. So for example, this was the scene for our a cappella group, and then this is the scene for our theater tech class. See how they're like different? Fancy. And then to get back to like the home screen, if you will, is this middle like teal knob. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how to patch a mic onto the board. So first thing you got to do is select which slider you want to put it on. I'm going to do 14 for example, and then you press this little button that it changes. Most of the time it says input, and so then normally shows up to this screen. So I'm going to use a handheld for this example, but then everything is the same even when you're using a pack. So you turn it on, and then you start talking into the mic until you see like green start showing up somewhere. So for example, not seeing anything, and then you can see it right down there, the green bar next to Dante 19, and just make sure you can like scream really loud. So in case there's a bunch of them happening at the same time, so then you press it, and then it says, do you want to do that? Then you go yes, and then you can see the green bar is showing up here on the slider 14 channel. Also from this screen, you can change the name. So see how right now it says channel 14, so you can click on it and then change it to, let's put it as Sam. And so that it changes down there. And then you can also change the color by clicking on the little microphone, you know, so change it to like an instrument in case you're miking a band or something. And then we have all of these fun colors. Leave Sam as magenta. Anyway, and then back to the home screen. So then this is our EQ, which we can talk about later. So then for now, you just press it again, back to the home screen. So now that you have the microphone linked to the channel, you have to figure out how to turn it on. So you come over here. These are our master sliders. We normally keep them at about 0. There's like these little numbers on the side that you can see when you're actually sitting here. We keep it at like 0 or in between like 5 and 0. Yeah, we're going to keep it at 0. And then you have to turn them on. That is the #1 thing. And now you come back over to your channel, have to turn that on, and then you slowly turn up the slider until you can hear it out in the auditorium at whatever level that you would like it to be at. Yes. And then you turn it on and you don't hear anything. Something else that we currently have is a cue button. So in case someone is waiting to come on stage and you want to make sure that they're not talking before they come on, you press this little button below the select called cue. And so then when they're talking, it'll come through a headset, which right now we have it hooked up to a speaker. So you might hear it, kind of. So you can adjust the volume with this little thingy over here, and you can pretty much listen in on conversations. So we always like to warn the actors, do not talk to people, because everyone in the booth will be able to hear it.